Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. Now, this reaction video, before I go into further, let me tell you, if you are easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the channel for you. Now, let me also say this. This reaction video is crazy too. Imagine a 22-year-old woman from Louisiana being told by her grandfather, to go take your butt to that bathroom and wash your booty because it stinks. And then imagine, after hearing that from your beloved grandfather, this woman goes into the kitchen, grabs a butcher knife, and deletes her grandfather because he tells her to clean up and also do better with your hygiene. It's crazy, but we're about to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's wild.
This 22-year-old woman from Louisiana was arrested after stabbing her grandfather in the face because he asked her to take a shower and clean up after herself.
Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this. You know what type of person you got to be to want to put your hand on your grandparents? Your grandparents, your grandfather, and your grandmother, for most, are the most beloved people in the family. That's your big mama, your big daddy, your pawpaw, whatever you want to call them. These people love you. Now, what lets me know there's something wrong here? Why is a 22-year-old woman, first, she's grown. She's grown. Why are you at your grandparents' house? I kind of think there's a broken family issue going on. Where the father or the mother? And why would you be in somebody's house that you can't respect enough to go do what they say? You shouldn't even be in there. She was staying with the grandparents.
This 22-year-old woman from Louisiana was arrested after stabbing her grandfather in the face because he asked her to take a shower and clean up after herself. He told her she needed to do a better job at taking care of her hygiene. Young people, as much as y'all don't like people to tell y'all nothing, you would think that y'all would be out here handling y'all business. I'm not telling you to
No, you know why? A lot of these young people, especially in our community, who think they know it all, they don't know anything at all. All they know is to be rebellious and to reject wisdom, discernment, understanding. This doesn't make any sense. You know how hard-hearted you got to be, how hateful-hearted you got to be to want to attack an elderly person. Now, let's not be naive here. Majority of people who are grandparents, who are elderly, sometimes they have medical issues. Sometimes they have mobility issues, can't get from here to there too well without assistance. And you're staying underneath their roof, and he's telling you to go take a shower or whatever it is and clean up after yourself. That's the problem. A lot of our modern day women don't want to be clean, don't want to know how to cook, don't want to take care of their hygiene. I hear a lot of stories from other men telling me about women not doing the proper maintenance on their tuna box that's below their navel, the lips below the hips, so to speak. And then you have women who don't brush their teeth anymore like they used to. And I know some of you may say, oh, that's just the women you see. I don't see that many of them, but I do smell a lot of them. You can go into these stores and you smell some women. They don't keep up with their hygiene anymore. Now they are so hateful-hearted. If you correct them about their hygiene, they want to try to end your life.
I would be out here handling y'all business. I'm not telling you to take a shower because I want to be mean to you. I'm telling you to take a shower because I could smell you. And you should want to hear this from somebody who loves you. You don't want to hear this here from somebody out there in the streets because they gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
This is why I believe that when you get to a certain age, you gotta move out.
Exactly. Exactly. See, one of the biggest problems out here today that I see is that mothers are trying to be their daughters or their child's best friend, especially the daughters. You are never supposed to be your daughter's best friend as a mother. You are supposed to be friendly to your daughters, but you have to hold yourself in a regard. You have to hold yourself on a level that's higher than just a friend. How can a daughter be corrected by someone that she views as a friend? Some of you women now are going to the same clubs with your daughter. Some of you women now, mothers, are in competition with your daughters. Some of you are trying to dress as sexy and as youthful as your daughters dress. Some of you are talking to the same men in the same age groups that your daughters are. Some of you are going and doing the same things, going on social media, taking posts with your daughter of you grinding up on some random man, drinking Casamigo, smoking this, drinking that, sniffing this, whatever you want to call it. You're too busy trying to be their friends. This is why they're not really respecting you. When I grew up, we understood that there was a difference between daddy and son, daddy and friends, mother and daughter, mother and friends. We all knew that this was common sense, and at the same time, it was taught to us. Mothers today are failing their daughters.
If you too grown for me to tell you what to do, then you too grown to be in my house. You gotta go. All that, I'm a grown man, I'm a grown woman. No, you not. You not none of that living in your mama house. You not none of that living in the back room at your grandparents' house.
Right.
And the grandparents said, we tried to restrain her and calm her down, but we couldn't. And she broke away from us, and she...
Exactly what I was saying. Grandparents are elderly. They are the most beloved, most times the most beloved individuals in the family. Okay? How can a grandmother that's 60 or 70, grandparent, 60 or 70, 80 years old, keep a 22-year-old woman still when they have mobility issues themselves, can barely move around themselves too well, have health conditions, you know what I mean? Or just older, just weaker because their muscles are kind of fading away because you get older. You know, your body deteriorates as you get older, okay? That means if they were trying to restrain her, she was so filled with rage and hatred that she was fighting against the grandparents to go get the other grandparent and end his life. She was struggling and resisting
her and calm her down, but we couldn't. And she broke away from us, and she ran to the kitchen and grabbed a knife, and she stabbed her grandfather in the face with it. It's like she just snapped. She trashed the house. She went outside to the breaker box and cut the power off, all because she was asked to shower and tighten up on her hygiene.
This woman went outside, cut all the lights off, cut out, just because she didn't want to wash her funky tail. All because she didn't want to sweep up after herself or wipe something down or make her bed. A grown woman. Age does not equate to maturity. I know plenty of old people that act like children, and I'm sure you do too, viewers. Think about her mindset to do these things. It's like she was possessed.
Listen to me. Sometimes people who love you tell you things you don't want to hear. In the book of Proverbs, the scripture says, listen to advice, accept instructions that you may gain wisdom. In order for you to get wisdom, you first have to listen. No man becomes wise on his own. The scripture says, whoever walks with the wise become wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Get up, go take a bath, go in there and brush your teeth. Right now, it might seem like you doing that for me, but you doing that for you. I want the...
This is sad that you have to say something like this to a young adult woman. Go wash your butt, brush your teeth, do all the things you're supposed to do, and then you get mad. You shouldn't feel, at her age of 22, she shouldn't even be feeling like I'm doing it for somebody else. I'm doing it for me. That's what she should be feeling like. This is sad.
The best for you. And if I gotta make you mad to bring the best up out of you, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Right. Isn't that crazy though? I got another story. 2 more clips when we get out of here. But this is crazy, man. This is so crazy. I want you to imagine A man, I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna play it. Let's get to it. It's just wild enough. I won't have to explain it.
And then it's.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta turn the music down just a little bit. I think it may overpower this one because this clip is kind of low. 1 second, gentlemen, because I can't control the volume of all these clips that come in that I get, that I look for. 1 second. I gotta cut it down for you to watch it. It's gonna blow your mind. Here we go.
And finds his wife naked in bed with her own father, and then.
A woman husband finds his wife in bed with her father, bucking, B-U-C-K-I-N-G, bucking, naked and drunk. Guess what happened?
A man finds his wife naked in bed with her own father, and then is stabbed by his father. He and her father were drinking and celebrating his recent release from prison.
My husband comes in and he screams, "What the F? Who the F are you?" And I looked over and I seen my dad get up and he puts his shirt on, and then I look down and I don't have my underwear on. I don't have my jumper that I had on. I just had my t-shirt on. He pulled out a knife and stabbed her.
And finds his wife naked.
Okay, I want to say this. I really got to say this because I'm not a fool. All right, and I know a lot of y'all ain't fools either. What were you drinking to get so drunk that you got in bed with your daddy and you was butt naked? He was half naked. You can't blame that on alcohol. I'm going to tell you something. I believe that her and her father has been involved in an ancestral relationship for years because you never get that comfortable. Normal men, fathers or whatever, even if they get drunk, it's amazing how men, when they get drunk, they don't go into the bedroom with their daughters. It's amazing how when women get drunk, they don't seem to accidentally go to the bedroom. They don't seem to go to the bedroom with their daddies. And yeah, I'm sure that the dude came in, her husband came in, saw that, and wasn't expecting him to come back, and he lost his mind. Back in the day, they used to call this a crime of passion. When some people be so nice and calm, but then something set them off to where they end your life. And what I think she was doing, this is my humble opinion now. She was trying to cover that up and put it on the daddy. He was drunk. He must have taken advantage of me. I don't believe that. I think that was just a relationship that, one of those taboo relationships that they should not have had. And I think that's what went on. That's my personal humble opinion. You ain't got to agree with it, but that's what I think. That's absolutely what I think. 'Cause think about it. How often do something like that happen? Now, I'm going to end this with something funny. I found a clip that kind of showed it tickle me. And what I'm about to do is play this for y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this clip. Excuse me. I hope y'all enjoy this clip as much as I did. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm going to turn the music all the way down for this one because I want y'all to hear every bit of it. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen.
What you gonna do when you get to heaven?
Y'all make it tough for us to do the formal thing. And I'm all right with it because I got a feeling there's not going to be a whole lot of formality when we get to heaven. I know I'm going to spend the first million years just bucking. Just 100%. There is no reason why I should have made it. But the God that took me up and changed my life and turned me around brought me to this place. All right with it because I got a feeling there's not going to be a whole lot of formality when we get to heaven. I know I'm going to spend the first million years just bucking. I know I'm going to spend the first million years just bucking. I know I'm going to spend the first million years just bucking. Just one.
Well, what can I say? Man, God. I bet you didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Well, that's a whole lot of booty getting for 1 million years. All I gotta say. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you enjoyed this. But think about everything that I just showed you, man. You know what I mean? Women so against hygiene now are being clean that they are willing to take your life if you bring it up. Man, you have a good one, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Also, live stream this upcoming Sunday at 5:15 Central Standard Time. 5:15 Central Standard Time. Tune in. It's going to be a good one. It's not going to be a reaction video this time. It's going to be me giving my insights. Let's go.